What is leadership code? Leadership code is a principles that leader has to possess. A leadership code is a quality that leaders has to have in life. A leadership code is the qualities that make leader become an effective leader in their community. Leadership range in different categories, and each different style of leadership have its own ways of doing things to lead and to direct and comfort their people in whatever circumstance they are in. But in order for a leader to be a leader has to possess the qualities of leaders in order to lead their people. Because leadership is not a title. Leadership is an art. Leadership is an art that has principles with it. And in order for a leader to be a leader has to recognize and acknowledge their weakness and their strength. And their followers too has to also recognize the strength of their leader and their weakness of their leader. By acknowledging the weakness and the strength of a leader, the followers are able to understand how they can play their role to help their leader become more effective, and at the same time the leader will also look at his own weakness and strength and able to help himself how to maneuver his leadership style and his leadership positions. So leadership is just not a title. Leadership is an art. Therefore, in order for anyone to become a leader, you've got to understand the art of leadership, or in other words, we call the code of leadership. Because when you understand the code of leadership, you will navigate your leadership role and your leadership responsibility. And when you do that, people will admire you, people will like you, and people will love you, and they will like to follow you, and they will make you become their role model in their life. So leadership is just not a leader. It's not just a title. It's not you said I'm a leader. It's not about that. It's about you doing things extraordinary, outside the box. You think outside the box and do things that no one will do. And by doing that, you are telling your people or your followers that you know how to lead and to navigate and to bring them to the safer ground that they want to go. So there was a greatest entrepreneur, American entrepreneur, he says that before you become a leader, success is all about growing yourself. And when you become a leader, success is all about growing others. He says that when you want to become a leader, you've got to enhance, you've got to develop the traits, you've got to develop the qualities, you've got to possess the principles of leadership. And when you already develop yourself, and when you already have those traits and qualities of leadership in you, then you are able to lead others. And when you lead others, success is about helping those people become, succeed in whatever dream they want to achieve. And that is the greatest and a critical position of a leader, because leader comes with vision, and vision comes with responsibility and sacrifice. And that is why when you successfully possess those qualities and develop those traits within you, then you are able to lead others and help that individual or your follower become successful in their dream. Okay, another philosopher, he's also said that he's a theologian, American theologian. His name is John C. Maxwell. Okay, John C. Maxwell says, true leadership must be for the benefit of the followers, not to enrich leader. He says true leadership is about enriching their followers, about helping their followers succeed, to make their followers become rich economically, spiritually, and mentally. Not about enriching themselves, not about making themselves become rich. You see, it's very, very clear. It says that that is a very plain two philosophers. One is Jack Wells, and the other one is John C. Maxwell. Both of them are saying different things. One, it says that you've got to develop yourself first, which means you've got to develop those Christ-like attributes, those leadership qualities, those traits. You've got to possess those principles. You've got to live by your words. You've got to do things and put things into actions. If you are promising someone to do something, you've got to do it. That's what John Maxwell said. After you do that, then you help others to achieve their dreams, make them become successful, whether in economical or spiritual or in mental or in terms of education or in terms of helping them doing business or in terms of understanding the deity or about spiritual developments or whatever. So it says that you've got to really develop yourself in order to help others become successful in their dream, to pursue their dreams. Okay, when we look at John C. Maxwell, he says that true leadership is about enriching the followers, but not enriching the leaders. So I'm encouraging those young elites, or leaders who want to be a leader, think about it. Success is about, leadership is about yourself, you developing yourself to become a successful person, and then you help your followers to be successful in their dreams and in their visions and in whatever circumstance they want to follow in their life. And then the other one is, it says that true leadership is about enriching the followers. So if you want to become a leader, you make your followers become rich. You enrich them. You help them become successful. And then that's how you will be successful. It's indirectly saying that when you make another person become successful, that means that your leadership position or your leadership is successful. So success doesn't come in one way. Leadership doesn't come in one way. It's two-way thing. You help your leaders, your followers to become successful, and you are successful. And that is the formula, and that is the code. But the code of leadership is you possess the qualities of leadership, the traits, develop it, live the principles, and then you will be able to lead others effectively. In my next segment, I will talk about the traditional and democratic leadership of Papua New Guinea, and I will a little bit talk more about this leadership. So I'll keep posting the next segment. So I want you guys to share this idea with one another and help one another to develop those traits and able to lead our people and maneuver them so that they could also succeed in their life, but not only, but only succeeding in your dreams as a leader and capitalizing on themselves, and then you are maneuvering them and then you succeed yourself materially or educationally or spiritually in whatever circumstance, and then you just let your followers continue to become poor. We need to change that. That is why I'm making this video clip, and I want you guys to share this idea with those people who are lacking the leadership quality. I want you guys to help one another develop these skills so that we can create harmony or a peaceful community in our area, so that everyone will be happy but not finding fault in one another and try to make things that is not right, and then always blaming leader for all the mistakes. So I'm making this video, and I want you guys to share this video with one another so that we can have that same idea and same spirit so that we can work together. Thank you for watching this clip. I'll keep posting the next segment.